Welcome to the Fort Iron Podcast.
Boom! What up? Welcome back to the What's the Topic with the Fort Iron Boys. Cowards die many times before their death. The valiant taste death but once. William Shakespeare. What do you think he meant by that? I think if you face death before you actually die, you realize what's most important. And if you are able to face death before you actually die, you're going to be a pretty solid man.
Mm-hmm.
Masculinity. That's what we're talking about.
Biblical masculinity.
Not toxic.
That's
Although
right.
some
Biblical.
would say they're the same. Biblical and toxic masculine. Down with the patriarchy.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. So we'll just lay it out. Here's what I think straight up, since we're doing 20, 30 minutes with these.
Mm-hmm.
What's the topics? I think that biblical manhood, obviously representation of Christ, but Vody Baucham, before him, Charles Spurgeon, Tony Evans, anybody who's wrote a man's book has tossed these four out. Protector, provider, priest, and prophet. You know, and just to break those four down super easily, you're going to protect your family. If somebody comes in here at night, number one, wrong house, but I will die before anything happens to any one of my kids or my bride. 110%.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the strong man? Or how do you get the family? You must first tie up the strong man.
Yep.
I'll remember the verse. Look it up in the Palmer Standard Version. I ain't got it. But provide. Is this providing these toys and all this other crap in here? No, absolutely not. You know, there's wants and needs, and the needs are what you are to provide for. And in today's world, they'll tell you that an iPad is a need, a computer is a need. Oh, I need it for school. No. You can get a book and some paper, and you can learn that way just fine. That's irrelevant. But I break my needs down to food, shelter, water.
Yep.
That's it. Basic survival. Survival 101. I am providing my family with shelter, food, and water. And clothing. We don't live in the woods. Got to have clothes. But anything else is extra. If I've been blessed by the Father, I pass the blessing down to my children. It's biblical. That's, protecting, providing. What's a priest do, man? Priest teach. They pray with. They intercede for the flock. I'm the priest for my family. I pray for them. I pray with them. Although not all the time. It's something I need to work on. But I am the interceding point between God and my family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, they can go to the Lord in prayer on their own. But because God blessed me with them, I've got to stand before him in Judgment Day, and I will be judged harsher than they will because it was my job to teach and intercede for them. And that's the third, priest. And then prophet. What's a prophet do? Anybody read the Old Testament? They bring the word of God. Thus says the Lord.
Proclaiming the words of God.
Exactly. And so in proclaiming it, I also have to be a living example for my family, for others, for the community to look forward to. Yeah. And if any of y'all listening are anything like me, and some of y'all are, you failed at all four of them numerous times. So guess what? We all got stuff to work on, and we can work on it together. But that's how I break that down. And then we can go into scripture and get more, Deuteronomy 6, post them on your doorways, talk about them when you wake up, when you lie down, when you walk by the way. Sounds like all the time to me.
Yeah.
It tells you what you're supposed to be doing, things like that.
Yep.
We'll start another group. It'll be called Task Force Delta 6. Deuteronomy 6 Task Force, baby. Let's get
it. There you go.
That just
Yeah,
came.
and I heard a point added to that the other day. I actually listened to a sermon about this, and he added servant leader to that. Men are told to love their wives as Christ loved the church. To be a true man, we need to be a leader, but be a servant leader.
Sacrificial.
Yes, sacrificial. Yep.
Y'all know.
And you brought something. Okay, so when you gave the intro there, that quote by William Shakespeare, it brought a verse to mind.
There we go. Let's go.
Romans 6:6. Let me get it here. We know that our sinful selves were crucified with Christ so that sin might lose its power in our lives. We are no longer slaves to sin. So as a believer, as a follower of Jesus, we have already experienced death. Our old selves were crucified.
Whoop, whoop.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Shakespeare knew what he was talking about. That, dude. All right, so we're already dead. What you worried about?
Yep.
You worried about the football game? That's stupid.
Yep.
You think I'm worried about who's going to win whatever golf tournament's happening tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nope. Could care less. Still going to watch it. Fine.
Yeah.
Obviously. Nothing against that. But if in the middle of my me time, my wife needs something, guess what? The me time's over with.
Yep.
Because it's my job. If the kids need projects done, me time's over with.
Yep.
Seen Jeremy do it. He's called me and canceled. It was like, hey, man, kids got A, B, and C going on. Too easy. Click.
Yep.
Done. Like,
first ministry first, right?
First minute. Yeah, we say that all the time. And, it may sound like a cliche, sound like I just want to hang out with the family. But no, like, you're supposed to be leading.
Yes.
Supposed to be providing and protecting them, and that's your job. And if you put that off for something frivolous, boom, put a check mark, failed.
Yep.
For the day.
Yeah.
Here's a quick tip. We're all going to fail every day. Get used to it.
Get used to it.
You know what failure does? First attempt in learning.
Yep,
or
that's
fifth.
Right.
Or 50th. Or 500,000th attempt in learning. Doesn't matter. You're going to fail.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
And if we're already, another verse came to mind, Psalms 118:5-6. I called on the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a broad place. And verse 6, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear what man can do to me. The Lord is on our side. We're already dead. So what do we have to worry about, Cody?
Nothing.
Not
a daggone thing. So let's talk. I mean, we kind of hammered home, priest and prophet.
Yeah.
And then, providing, for the family.
Yeah.
But this is one that protecting. As a man, like they, what was the quote? I just said it. Robert Bly. He said that the ultimate version of modern masculinity is the soft male.
Mm.
This is your guy who doesn't like confrontation. He shies away from danger. It just any uncomfortable thing, he's just going to stay away from it.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at that in like just say sense of marriage, you and your wife. Married couples have to have difficult conversations, about buying houses, buying cars. It doesn't even have to be serious. It's just you spending $200,000 on a house. That's a pretty serious conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
Can we afford it? What does this look like? How would that affect other bills that we may have or want to have?
Yeah.
But if you're just the guy that's like, oh, we got the money and she wants the nice house, so we'll go get the nice house, and you don't have the practical conversation of it. 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, things are gonna flip off, and you can't recover. There's eventually going to get to a boiling point of these guys, and I've seen it, where they just hold things in, and then they blow up and explode. ruin the relationship, get divorced, whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever happens.
Yeah.
And so, and that's just one. What if that guy has his wife and family out there and they're in physical danger
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to be uncomfortable? He'll do a light jog or a light run, maybe, lift a little weight in the garage, things like that. He's not a fat individual. He's not an undisciplined individual. I'm just going to do a little bit to keep fit.
Yeah.
But because he doesn't like the uncomfortable, he's never just been like, I'm going to learn how to fight today or something like that. And they didn't fight as a child,
Yeah.
And something happens. Is he going to, I know it sounds weird, but I size people up when I'm walking around with my family,
Yeah.
Like you're walking around, you're looking at dangers. You're looking at, I look at everybody. I'm like, I can take him. I could take him. And it's not a bravado thing. It's okay, I see this guy. He looks squared away. He's got a gun on his hip. If something goes down, I know I could holler at this dude for help. Kind of like that. It's like, this dude looks sketchy. If something happens, it's this guy. He did it.
And that's what I was going to say. That's one of the subjects that, I'll be honest, a lot of Christian men don't want to talk about.
Exactly.
Because I have had this conversation. So probably not long after we got married, my wife and I went and got our concealed carry permit. For that reason, so I could, just another tool to help me protect my family. And one of the things we talked about in the class, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up, he was talking about, if you aren't willing to use this tool to protect yourself or your family, you need to leave this class, because you're going to cause more danger to yourself and your family if you're not willing to use this tool. And I've had conversations. I came back and talked to even some family members, and they're like, I don't think I could do that. Even with your family's life on the line, no, I don't think I could do that. I don't understand that. To me, it does not compute, because I would be willing, and this sounds weird too, but I've played through plenty of scenarios in my head. I am willing to go through any means necessary to protect my family, whatever that means or looks like. And I think that's part of protecting our family. But I have talked to so many Christian men. Well, it's all about love and love and love, and God's sovereign. He's in control. We can't take matters into our own hands. Man, I don't know. I think a lot of men have missed a mark on that one. We need to be willing to protect our families. That is one of our God-given roles and responsibilities. But it is very uncomfortable to talk about for a lot of people.
Yeah, they think, and there is difference in thou shalt not murder.
Yeah.
And thou shalt not kill.
Yes.
The word is murder.
Yeah.
Taking of an innocent life unjustly. That's murder. Yeah. Here, whatever. We took a dark turn because that's where I went. If my wife and children are tied up right here,
and
I come in and unspeakable things are happening to him, I will turn into a level of savagery that only Jesus will be able to forgive. I went to a dark place, brother.
I think these things need to be talked about. And so I don't have the same background you have. You've served in the military. You've done things that I have never done before. But I've even had the conversation with my wife. I wear a shirt, and I'm not going to mention where it came from, but it says "Strong men protect innocent lives," and I think they should. But we've had the discussion. It would be hard for me as a biblical man to see some random woman and her kids in a parking lot getting abused or whatever and not step in and do something.
Facts.
Even though I have
100%.
Nothing to do with those people. And I've told my wife, I don't know if I could live with myself seeing a woman getting beat in a parking lot and not stepping in, whether that guy's 6'8" and weighs 320 pounds and he will stomp me in the dirt. I would have a hard time not stepping in and doing something about it. It's just...
Because you're a man. And any man who doesn't have that feeling, now I'm not saying that if you see it, you go and do it, But
Yeah,
you
no.
should at least feel that.
Yes, yes.
You should
yes.
feel like there's a dude and he like shoves his girl in the car. You should
Yeah.
instantly want to
Yeah,
just right in the back of
Yeah.
the head. Hammer
Yeah.
fist.
yeah.
Did not know this episode was going to get me.
No, yeah, I think we took it a little dark turn there, but you know, it happens
Oh,
sometimes.
it happens. Let's bring it back. What my wife, woosah. Woosah.
Goose
I
fry.
don't know what that is. She might be a Buddhist. I don't know. You a Buddhist in your spare time? Oh, she's right there. Anywho.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yes.
protect.
If you
Right?
pull your firearm out as a Christian man,
Yeah.
number one, it should not be for yourself.
No.
Unless it's, some crazy self-defense, he has a gun, thing
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
If you're a Christian man and you're by yourself, someone's insulting you, and as hard as it's going to be to do and hard as it is for me to say this, is if I'm by
Yeah.
myself, we're at the Fort Iron retreat, we're going out, we're doing things in public, I'm discussing something, and somebody just decks me in the jaw. You know what I got to do? Keep my hands to myself
Yep.
and turn the
Yep.
other cheek.
Yep. That's hard to do, but that's what we are
Jesus told
supposed
me
to do. Yep.
That is being meek and being the gentle that
Yes.
he wants me to be.
Yes.
Because he's lashing out in anger at something I'm saying, proclaiming the gospel or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
The difference with it will be I turn and let him smack the other cheek, right? All right, go for it. No problem. But when I am standing in between my family, my community, something like you, whatever,
Yeah.
and the threat's over there, now
Yeah.
I go from turning the other cheek to being the protector.
Yes.
And
yes.
it doesn't matter if I have my 2-inch dagger that I keep in my pocket, if I have a Glock 43, if I've got a daggone sword, or if I have absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I'll grab you by the skull and gouge your eyes out for them.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yes. Yes. And that is the difference.
Warrior poet.
Yeah.
There's the Warrior Poet Society. John Lovell, 2nd Bat, 75th Ranger Regiment. Amazing dude. Former Christian missionary, does awesome stuff. He wrote a book called The Warrior Poet Way. Check it out. I've quoted a couple things from there already. But it's that mindset of warrior and poet. You need to know when to be gentle and kind and loving, but also when to grab a tomahawk and jump off the cliff into somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! That one got dark real quick. So let's recap.
Okay. Well, I was about to say, we'll take it real quick to a lighter place. And you had mentioned this earlier about the distractions, about the things that we fill our lives with that aren't beneficial. I believe it's, let's see, 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put away those childish things. And I think as men, there's a lot of those childish things that we need to put away that are not beneficial. Get those distractions out and put those childish things away.
110%. Yeah, there's childish things that men do. We all do them. And then there's things that are distractions. We need to prioritize.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave them with this challenge here. It's also in the Warrior Poet book. We do it in the military. We anybody who has done a Soul Con challenge. I know we got a lot of Soul Con guys on here. You have supposed to have done this. I don't know if you've done it, but I'm not in your closet in there when y'all are doing your quiet time. But write a letter that says, if you're reading this, I'm already gone. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Write a death letter. You will realize what's important. What's important to each individual member of your family, and sit down with them after you write it. You don't have to read it to them, but sit down and be like, hey, I've realized that A, B, and C is a distraction in my life. Like, dude, I've all but quit hunting. And y'all know I loved hunting. I haven't hunted the last 2 years. Now my wife tells me, she's like, hey, you're doing it. Go golf. You need to Shoo shoo. That's what she says. That shoo shoo.
Shoo shoo.
Shoo shoo. Go golf. Just to get a break because
Yeah.
you know, she's doing, you know, A, B, and C. My kids are doing A, B, and C, and I'm trying to hold it all together and make sure that everything that we're doing as the Palmer family is glorifying to God.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
That is biblical masculinity.
Yes.
Are you leading in a way that is showing not only practically, but also educationally, mentally, spiritually, where your whole being is living for the glory of God?
Yep. It's good.
Well, we went high, we went low. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. Good stuff.
We can't wait to holler at y'all about the next topic, and thanks for hanging out with us at the fort.
Welcome to the Fort Iron Podcast.